What's up, guys? Thanks for watching Digging Deep. And today we're going to be climbing in a tree again. So I guess since the last video, I spoke a little bit about just kind of getting into it for stuff around here, and I've kind of got into like where I bought a bunch of decent equipment. Still got kind of a crappy saddle, but I do have a decent saddle lined up. Hopefully this coming week, a climber is going to cut me a pretty good deal on a really nice saddle, so hopefully that works out. But I bought two of the Neotech little limbing saws. They've been running pretty good, knock on wood. I just put my second one together. Let's hope they keep running good. But I'm actually, I thought about probably porting them, and they run good enough for me that I'm really not worried about tearing those apart and porting them. I'm just going to run them how they are. So long story short, I got a pretty good training ground here, and I'm working on getting licensed, insured and doing this on the side. So that's kind of cool. I'm still an amateur at this. I will 100% say that. So guys, definitely do not duplicate what I do. I'm doing my best to just try to learn all I can at this, and I've been getting up into the trees quite often. So I definitely have gained more knowledge and more experience since the last time you guys saw me doing this here today. I have spiked this tree we're about to go out and do. There's a limb that's going to fall on the fence, and I just want to rig this limb down and maybe one other one, and we're gonna not spike this tree. I got a foot ascender, and we're gonna see how we do with getting up and dropping a couple limbs here today, guys. So without further ado, let's get out there and get in this tree. Yeah, so I got two of these saws, as I said, and this other one's definitely not broken in yet. We're gonna run the brand new one. It's actually tuned pretty decent. Yeah, so my thought was actually very busy now with the small engine stuff. At the spring mowers lined up out here, so kind of, and there's more than that, but trying to get it in when I can get it in with the whole training. I do have a job lined up, excuse me. So once we get insured, I'm already licensed, so once we get insured, I'm not going to try and take on too much, right? I feel like I got enough experience to evaluate certain trees and say, okay, that's no problem. So I'll probably be pretty picky at that as I gain more knowledge and more experience with everything. So anybody out there that wants to help out and give some constructive criticism would be great, greatly appreciated. But I just wanted to let y'all know kind of what's going on. I think somebody did comment that and noticed that I did upgrade on some of my gear to a Petzl Zigzag, which was one hell of a steal on eBay. I got it for like 180 bucks. So I thought that was a pretty good deal, and it was only used a few times, so it's pretty new, and you could clearly tell that. But all right, let's get this second bend loaded up here, guys. So guys, I did a little bit of work on my cherry tree yesterday, and I kind of would have been fine probably with proceeding a little bit, but I only took a few limbs down and kind of had the neighbor like right next door. And not to mention, it's a leaning tree. Maybe we'll look at this when we get over there to take this limb down, or limbs. But I'm gonna get it done. I'm not trying to rush myself, but it's definitely a challenging tree for an amateur climber. So was the 70-foot poplar I took down. There was another leaning tree, and it's just odd climbing those. I'm sure most of you guys with experience would know what I'm talking about, but I just spent like a good solid hour of just swinging on the inside of a leaning tree and learning how to have a little bit more confidence with doing that, being up in the air. because it's different how it kind of draws you into the leaning portion of the tree, if that makes any sense. But guys, I got this box here of my second box of equipment, and we did sharpen these spikes up this morning. So the cherry tree yesterday was pretty tough bark. My first time climbing a cherry, kind of remind me, I've been up a shagbark hickory, pretty hard tree there too. So I was gapping out a little bit when I was not really shooting my foot into the tree good, if that makes any sense. So first thing this morning, I sharpened these up. As long as I definitely left my buck strap out a little bit, I was fine. But I did gap out like 2 or 3 times, which was strange to me because I haven't been gapping out at all on any of these other trees, mainly poplar. Anyhow, I'll quit yapping my jaws and start working at getting these branches down. Alright guys, no spikes on this tree. Obviously we're just dropping some branches here on this tulip tree. And we are going to suit up. Alright. And worked pretty good, surprisingly, for as cheap as it was. Alright guys, we're about ready to get on up here. Oh yeah, I need to get these guys up to 6 of them. Definitely getting more. It appears I'm gonna need to tighten the chain on this old girl, and I want to run it, so yeah, maybe we'll just take this one up. It looks like it's good to go. We'll see. Just tied in my scaffold now. We're working our way up here, guys. Slowly but surely. On the first branch. That makes me feel a little better. All right. That's good. That's good, guys. These chickens won't help me out. I am not gonna lie, guys. I want to be out on this limb a little bit farther. A little bit of a challenge too. I think we'll be all right. All right. Now this is also going to have to be tied off. Yeah, because this should pull it that way. This should go. This should go. I'm hoping. It's not that. You just do now. Tangled there, but not the end of the world. Definitely not the end of the world. So we're back to right here on that. That's why that went a little funky. Alright, so this is going to be kind of like a straight down. I'm really hoping I don't get tangled in this bottom branch here. We might just take her out and let it fall. I'm really thinking about that and getting it out of the way. So, we'll see what goes on here. I'm going to cut from this side. It's not a bad spot to work right here. I'm gonna get on the other side. My lifeline and stuff's all tangled in here where I really don't want it. But lesson learned. Because that thing went for a ride. That's why we're practicing here. Just gonna anchor this in. All right. Okay. For me, my maneuverability to get a hold of something, guys. Just gotta get the saw over here. Well, Neotech's been pretty good. Okay, back in the saddle. Stick with the safety principles, guys. The best we can. Just kind of getting comfortable, guys. It's got a nice little curl to it. How should we cut this? This has got bores in it too, doesn't it? Alright, so here's a look at the rigging setup. So let's hope we have a little better turnout. I'm actually gonna maybe take that up around that upper branch. We'll see here, guys. Alright, so I kind of really thinking to myself here where I went wrong the last time. And actually got pretty comfortable now. Was a little awkward getting to this. So I think we could tie that off and we'll use this to rig it down. And we are going to drop this branch first, guys. So that's where I think we just ran out of rope the last time. I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, you idiot, you were on the wrong end. So that's what happened there, guys. Just wasn't thinking about the physics end of it. Alright, guys, let's get the old hungry bee attack. She's hungry for some wood. You might ask me why I'm whispering. The neighbors have been out, so. Alright, guys, let's sneak on in here. We got a pinch. It's still gonna go, so definitely messed that up a little bit on that cut, guys. I went way too far off on that face cut, but we managed to luck out a little bit there. All right, so that's out of the way. Let's hope for the best on this, guys. Let's hope this goes smoother. Kind of a weird split here of this branch. This stuff up here is small. It's not gonna really do any real damage to the fence. If any of that goes, eventually we're gonna get over in this tree too. So that was weird. It still kind of came my way, even though it's pulling from that side. Kind of strange. All right, guys, let's start lowering this. Probably pull this one out too a little bit here. What do we got on the end of that? There you go. Got a hold of something on the other end of this rope, and I have a feeling it wasn't too bad. I was expecting it not to kick back so bad. I knew too, once it started coming towards my hand, it was going to be close. I want something good down there, but it's pulling up through, so. She's on the ground, guys. She is on the ground. All right, let's take this bad boy off. So here's the cherry tree that's coming down. I started on it the other day, but I only ended up doing so much. But we're gonna get back at it very soon, guys, and I'll try try to make sure we show some footage of taking this cherry tree down. All right. How is everything looking? So we can knock the butts off of some of these branches while we're here. All right, this one's kind of just droppable. We're gonna practice our rigging, so I better hold on to the rope in case it doesn't go where I want it to. Just gonna use that branch right there. All right, guys, we're getting ready to rig down this branch here. It's my tie-off point. This should let the branch run a little bit. Get it away from myself, I'm hoping. And we're gonna let this thing rip, guys. We are gonna let this thing rip. I've just got one wrap here. Should be plenty of friction for this little thing. Run this over here. I can get my hand on it. I'm just practicing right now at this point, so I know I need work. So I got the perfect training ground here, guys. Come back towards my saw a little bit here. All right, pretty well. And we can slowly take her down. Closer than one would like to be, probably. All right, this should be. Just wanted to practice that kind of snap cut there a little bit, and we're gonna take that off a little bit cleaner. Hey guys, here's a look at the lean on this tree, on this cherry tree. And for a new climber, it's different. And I spent like an hour yesterday. I took some limbs down. I was going to terminate it and get it done, but I just didn't feel comfortable. I'm not trying to rush myself. But I went up so far like 10-12 foot, learned to work the inside of the tree and get comfortable. As some of you may know, some of you climbers probably know, the inside of the lean side of the tree, it's like a magnet to kind of take you around there. And it's a little bit uncomfortable when you're 30 foot in the air. So I just spent like an hour working on that yesterday. I thought I'd just, I don't know, throw that out there. Let's clean this up here. This little nubby. Clean the nub. guys, that's about a wrap for the day, so it is. All right, guys, I'd really like to have this branch out of here too. This don't have a lot of meat on it up here, but probably in the future I might address that. But we're gonna try and get this one out of the way because it's going over towards the neighbor's house a little bit. So and I'm thinking we're gonna flip around and get on this branch to make this cut. So now I'll take this one, just run on that. All right, so this looks like it should go out just a little bit just by the angle here. I'm probably gonna cut somewhere back here to get some lift and see how it goes, guys. I'm no expert. Good cut position. Third time's the charm, right? I find myself still kind of hugging on the tree, trying not to, not really trusting my gear yet. And I'm struggling with doing that, but I will get better. So, all right, guys, hands are off the tree. I'm putting some kind of trust in. So our angle's out this way, so it should have some kind of pull that way. I just don't want this thing coming back at me. That's what I'm hoping it goes out. So I'm thinking we're gonna get on the other side of this, come in here, and that should do it, guys. Okay, I definitely gotta make these suspenders tighter. Alright, guys, I'm kind of on a sketch branch here. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's just go ahead and pull this around, having some trust. I have trust issues, guys, up in the tree yet. I'm gonna lie, but I am conquering my fears. So yeah, very big branch. All right. Got that there, ready to go. Okay. Guys, okay, here we go. Well, my one ride definitely didn't hold like we planned. Have to watch that in slow-mo, guys. That's why we're learning on this stuff. But I did keep it off the fence, so it's good. Yeah, so you might wonder, why don't he just unbuck and get on down the tree? Well, I'm getting over some fearing anxiety of a little. I topped the 70-foot poplar over there, and we having a little mishap, and I'll talk about it later. But It was a wake-up call. It was something stupid. I done had all the limbs off the tree, and I now have the friction saver. But I was self-reliant on just a bare tree with a nub, and my rope was up against it like this, and I was rappelling down as I was spiking down, and I thought I'd get cocky the last 8 feet and just start rappelling, and that hopped up off that nub, and I free fell 6 feet, guys. 6 feet, and got snagged up by the harness, thank God, and did not smack the ground. And it was a sure wake-up call to never ever do that again. And I knew better, guys. It was just like one of those things. I thought, well, it's holding me right now. I load tested it as I was coming. Oh, so we gotta hang up on our line here again, guys, just in case we can. We got a branch on this thing, probably. Probably we do. But yeah, so it was a lesson learned. You'll never catch me doing that again. And that's just that. Live and learn. I'm just glad I didn't smack the ground. Other than that, like, I had a really successful day with finally topping that poplar. And it was like this tree, a good leaning tree that was actually kind of challenging to tackle for an amateur climber. We got a big nubby here, guys. Oh, I guess we can. But yeah, so I'm getting my confidence back, I guess, from my stupid mistake. And, you know, as I was going to bed at night and laying my head on the pillow, I'm like, was it an equipment failure? Did my pencil zigzag slip? You know, you're thinking all these things like that. Did that happen like I thought? But yeah, that's what it was. That rope, it was just a stupid thing for me to try. Oh no. All right, we are gonna unbuck now because we are gonna pull ourselves out of this crap here, I think. I don't know if any other gloves work better, guys, or what, but I constantly get my gloves snagged up. We're gonna go right on top of this branch. Alright, guys, we made it down. So all in all, it was a good day. Yeah. Not bad, guys. I think it's not a bad buy for a starter limbing saw, guys. That main a little bit, especially just breaking it in. I like this screwdriver. Alright guys, so we had a pretty good day. Ascending without spiking in the tree for my first time, other than one other practice trial and error time when I first got it here in this red maple. And I just need to have it tighter next time. Other than that, it was a good day. We got all the branches down that we wanted to take down. Successfully. We had that one mishap, and what I sat there and tried to figure it out, and what had happened was I was on the wrong end of the rope, wrapped around the branch, so it kind of just zoop, it cut loose. So we did mess up a little bit there, but other than that, we're still learning. As long as I keep gaining more and more knowledge, and you know, we'll be back on the cherry tree termination, and I hope to bring you all along for that. I'm very busy in the shop right now. I took a hit of being really slow, and now I'm really busy. And yeah, so these Neotex, not too bad saws for starting out. For lemming saws, they're not bad. I've had pretty good luck with Chinese saws, except for this one blue hole former here. I have one more carb. This thing had 3 different air leaks. I should make a video about it, because my saw, the non-strato actual 372, it just has been flawless, and this thing has just been a nightmare. Dave, yeah, I need to get back to you. I do got another carb. We're going to throw another carb on it. I've cleaned this carb several times now. I finally got it sealed up, but it's still, you still got to take that high screw out pretty far on the saw, and it's just been driving me nuts. And really I contemplating buying any more Chinese saws after this one. I've been pretty lucky, but yeah, it's just one of those things. So it's like they're not bad when they run, but there's so many quirky little things. The plastics are cheaper. You'll strip bolts out easier. I found out on these, not just this, just Chinese saws in general. You got to watch yourself a little bit there versus OEM. But in any event, I don't know that I'll really work on those anymore after this for anybody else anyway. But thanks for watching Digging Deep, guys, and I appreciate you guys coming along for me getting up in the tree yet again today, guys. And I'm gonna have some small engine stuff coming your way, and we're gonna be getting the dirt bikes out very soon. We got a bunch of cleanup work to do out here, and we plan on getting the skid loader out here and redoing our track out here too. So look forward to that coming your way, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.